Hello everybody and welcome back to Final Fantasy VIII. I am Rufal, playing this game for you. Woo! Well, now we're finally out of that forest. First things first, we should probably switch people. Yeah, that would be smart. Mostly because Selphie and Quistis have both gained levels and well, they're at really low hit points. Squall kind of is too, but we're not so worried about him. At least, not as far as his health goes. We are quite worried about his pay grade, and he can take 2 more tests. So, let us get on with that. Aha! Yes, the compatibility of a GF does increase when you summon it. And that's correct, it is not possible for one member to hold all types of magic. Each party member can hold 32 different spells. Bastalkin's Sandstorm is not a wind attack. You cannot reflect a reflected magic. Yeah, just on bounce. Confused does make you attack yourself. Don't get tripped up by that double negative. Arctic Wind refines into something more impressive than just Blizzard. Cerberus cannot learn the speed bonus. Party members under silence cannot use magic at all. That's correct. Echo Scream cures silence, not petrify. Afflicted with silence while summoning a GF? Yes, the summoning stops. Hooray! Next test. Yep, low hit points gives you more limit breaks. And when a GF has elemental defense 1 and the ×2, they do not stack. The ×2 overwrites the first one, so you use Amnesia Greens and get rid of that thing. You don't need it anymore. There is not a command to remove GFs without removing your magic junctions. And there are enemies there are enemies that are immune to certain status effects. So 100% does not mean always happens. Drawing does not draw from a monster's stocked magic. If monsters draw from you, then it does come from your stocked magic, but there's only one monster I can think of that does that. Bite bugs do drop M-stone pieces. G Mega Potion is not a G Reviver. Game is not over if the party members are afflicted with death, zombie, or petrify. Zombie is not a killed state. My potions do restore 1,000 hit points. And Walk Gill does not exist. Alright. Well, now that we're done with testing, all sorts of other manipulations have been done with the magic. So let's just get moving. To Galbadia Garden! Which has far more the feel of a military academy. Balamb Garden was a pleasant school. Let's get moving. Alright. Yes, very much so. Figures it would be to Squall's liking. Sure thing, Quistis. We'll just kind of try not to get lost. Great. What's Galbadia Garden like, Selphie? Oh, you're not going to give us that piece of insight. Now, there's a couple of draw points that we can access. One of them happens to be right here. But before I do anything, I want to make sure I know who's drawing my spells. And yes, that will be Renoa. The first draw point is right here. Thank you. And our next one is over this way. Just going to duck into here. And we can't go onto the ice rink, but we can come over here to the locker room. Which is where we can find life. Always knew our teenagers would be able to get a life, and now they have 15. Sorry, bad joke. Oh well. Now before we start heading to where we're supposed to go, we'll come over here and, well, we're gonna play some cards. Specifically against this lady here who says she's too old to play cards. Yeah, she'll still play with us. Now, for the most part, what I'm after here is this person has a lot of the level 6 boss cards, and I just want to get those to round out my deck. And once again, it still amazes me that people will continue to play cards against me because my deck is just mean. Aha! Take that. Alright. I'll just play a few more games off screen and we'll bring you back. Aha! Yoink! Oh, finally. I was beginning to feel bad for having fleeced her so heavily. But, well, she did have all the level 6 cards. Well, I thought I was just doing it to pad my deck. No, what I really wanted was 2 of these cards, for the sake of refinement. Of course. In fact, let's refine some cards. She'll refine the Gizzards, give you some screws, which are used for upgrading stuff. Refine some fish just to get them out of the way. In fact, a lot of stuff will get refined for that kind of purpose, but let's also refine some items for getting limit break stuff for Quistis. Let's see, where's the other ones? Aha, need that. Let's see, the Curse Spike, that's the one I'm looking for. Alright. I need this turtle shell also for upgrading weaponry. No matter. Let's now use some of these items to get them out of the way. Learn the Aqua Breath, Acid, Generator, Electrocute, Level Death, and that'll do. Alright. I'll get back to what we're supposed to be doing before the authorities realize how much time I've wasted playing cards. Yeah, I'm going. Now, there's nothing across from where we were, down the pathway that's across. There's nothing there that we can reach right now. We need to head this way. And if you continue down the hall far enough, eventually you'll reach a draw point for Shell. I have no need for that spell. I'm stocked up on all I can carry. If you continue this way, then eventually you run into a draw point for Double. I also cannot carry any more of that spell. So, off into the reception room we go. Hooray! And now we have to talk to people to advance the plot. I'm not sure if Galbadia Garden has a festival. Oh, I think she's been here on the job a few times. But the only one we need to talk to at this point is Zell. As soon as his complaint about having to wait is over, then Quistis comes in. Yay! And some really good news. I love how Zell stands to attention. Ah! Excellent. Zell's big mouth did not get the garden in trouble. Well, Cypher's gonna take all the blame. Oh. Well, I'm sure Squall's holding back a thought in his head, which should go something like this. Called it! Yeah, just like Squall said would happen. Now the funny thing is, Quistis never actually said what the sentence was. Oh well, it's pretty heavily insinuated. Now to progress things, we need to actually talk to everybody. Hey, leave Zell alone. Cypher wasn't really endearing to anybody. Except maybe for Renoa. Well, Cypher does come off like that. Aww. Too late for love. She makes a good point. What was last summer? Tell us more. And now Squall will have an argument in his head. Yeah, that's kind of what they do in funerals. Alright, well now we need to actually walk towards this side of the room. So that Squall can have his mental tantrum. And then an actual tantrum. Yeah, I'd say he's pretty angry. Squall, you may think you're tough and all that, but clearly you can't handle death very well. Oh well. Nothing really to do now but leave. Del, what are you doing? Working out, I guess. Well, no matter. Let's get out of here. Oh! There's a familiar face. With a familiar friend. It's the disciplinary committee. Or at least what's left of it. Ah. Alrighty. Well, what is it? doesn't sound like you brought me a new order, then. Well done. Mission accomplished. Oh, yeah? Well, the trains aren't running. How did you get here? I'm not gonna worry about it, then. Bad news, guys. Yeah. However, Ragin' and Fujin know Cypher best. It's gotta be a lie, you know? There's no way he'd put up with a trial. Or an execution, for that matter. It's just not him. What? Alright, good luck with that. Meanwhile, new orders are coming down the pipe. Seed party from Balamb Garden, please meet at the front gate. Or in front of the gate. Hi, Quistis. Alright then. Charge! Now we can talk to our friends from Balamb, and they're just going to groan about how long we're being forced to wait. To actually progress things, we need to talk to Rinoa. Who sees him coming? Yeah, that's probably for the best. Come on. You just do what we do. Everything will be fine. Hello, sir! Martin. Alrighty. Okay. Excellent. Ah, what have you been planning? Okay. Yay. Yeah, we're aware of that. Well, that makes sense. Fair enough. Ah. Now that could be a problem. Ah, I can see why you want to do something about it. Indeed. Alright, fine. Excellent. Are you gonna give them to me? Thank you, sir. What we got here? Orders say by means of a sniper. We don't have any of those. Oh yeah? Hooray! New person! Huh. My hair used to be that long till I got sick of it being in my face. Long hair tends to do that. Yay! Excellent. Failure is not an option. Ah. Irving would seem to be the playful sort. But we should actually talk to him. Because there's a reaction. Looks like I'm with you rubes from Balamb. Greetings. Well, clearly we're off on the right foot here. That depends on your attitude. Yeah, I've noticed. Clearly we shouldn't put him together with Zell. Well, talk to any of our other companions, and we get our actual mission briefing. The job is a direct order from Balamb and Galbadia Garden to assassinate the sorceress. Yay! Basically, it's Irving's job, and we're to support him. And if he fails, then we have to attack her directly. Yeah, you better not. So we're off to VIII City to meet with General Caraway. Right, off we go. This is true. Yeah. Now, hilarity ensues if you actually go with Irving's decision, but, he's not the one in charge here. It's Squall's job to decide these things. And more importantly, I want Renoa and Zell in my party. Mostly because they are the low-level people, as Irving comes into the group at level 13. Quistis should be able to keep him out of trouble. There. You serious? It's a balanced party. And now we get the tutorial for switching party members. But that will do for now. Next time, we'll make our way to VIII City. Till then, later.